See, I liked what you said about Amazon taking over CGC because
or
they have the
PSA 1 or
manpower,
2, somebody.
But I don't know how many people are certified to grade. You know,
but you can train. That's the thing. You can always train. You can train an old dog new tricks. My dad could grade cards. Just teach him how to do it. That's all my point is that I believe this $1,000 bonus BS. I think it's all BS.
What does that do for consumer confidence?
Well, it doesn't matter. Is if you're trained, you're trained. You don't need to know about Pokemon.
Yeah, but you're supposed to keep the facade that only there was like this small room, the council of graders.
No, they're like, not. Yeah, but why can't my dad become one of them? I don't understand that.
I mean, because he's not prestigious. He doesn't have the
but that's not how it is. Because you don't need requirements to be a grader. There is no prior history.
Don't tell them that. We're not supposed to know. You're breaking the fourth wall.
Yeah,
Kyle.
No, I know. I don't think anybody believes that.
You were supposed to have been born, and that was your life purpose to be a grader. That's the facade. You have to keep that. Well, if you just hire anyone to do it.
Well, that's my point. Is I don't know what's going on.
Give the cards to D'Lo.
Yeah, D'Lo Brown. But it's just sad that people are just okay with it. They're just okay with what's going on. They don't want to admit, and that's the thing is that people said, you know what, Kyle, Malcolm, you make a good point. Then maybe we can start to have some change. But people aren't willing to call it CGC. I don't understand. It's like, I mean, if you guys want to live in this world where you can't call corporate entities for screwing over the customer, and even worse, the smallest customer. So they're treating the high-end customers very well because they're paying a premium, but the low-end customer is getting screwed. If you can't speak up to that, then I don't know where we're at, folks.
Isn't that just how the world works, though? Same thing with Ticketmaster, same thing with tow companies.
Yeah, but the thing is with Ticketmaster, the concert date is on the same date for everybody, Malcolm. That's the difference.
No buying power.
It doesn't matter, though. The concert's still on the same day for everybody. That's my point. Everybody still goes to the concert the same day. Whether I'm slid in the nosebleeds or I'm sitting front row.
That's not true. They push concerts to 2022.
I know. But my point is that the concert's still on the same day.
Ticketmaster, they had a class action because they were dodging refunds. So I'm pretty sure that's what happened. People were asking for refunds, and then they were just like, "Oh, hold on, let me take you to a line," and then the line was just dead. So they were just pushing people away and not allowing them to get a refund.
Well, yeah, I mean,
they were making people jump through so many hoops that there was a class action that said they were not allowing people to get refunds, and they were able to prove it. And I got free tickets to a concert of a band I didn't even care about, so I didn't go. I don't even remember what the band was.
Yeah, and they lost the class action, though.
Yeah, they did.
Of course they did.
But their payout was kind of stupid. They're like, well, if you give everyone free concert tickets, I'm like, yeah, but all
that's
these bands
the point
suck.
Is they lost, Malcolm, and this is what's
they lost.
That's my point, folks. Stop living in this fantasy world. They're gonna get sued.
Yeah.
Somebody is gonna step up to the plate, and you guys are gonna look back like we are geniuses. Because I know. Here's the thing. I'm not saying that anything you don't already know. You just don't want to admit it. Because for some reason you're brainwashed. I don't know why.
Yeah, it's like tribalism. I gotta stick up for big business.
Yeah, and it's that's the thing. It's like, for example, I love coins. You know, my favorite graded coin is NGC. They're owned by the same company, CGC. I love the company. I get my coins graded by NGC. I'm a coin collector. So trust me, folks. I don't like saying this stuff.
I'm the coin guy.
But here's the thing: I have no problem with the coins.
Yeah.
It's the same company. Why aren't you taking some of the coin graders, pitting them up? That's my point.
Remember when we went to the coin shop in Reno, and the guy said, "Yeah, I worked for them."
Yeah,
and,
I know his father.
He said that I work. Doesn't he grade there?
Yeah, but I know his father, and that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's a small world, people.
Yeah,
I always think it's so awesome.
I belong to a coin club.
How
with
many
his dad.
times we run into people in the most crazy places? And we know somebody that knows somebody.
Yeah, it's just, but I'm telling you folks, you need to get it together, because I'm telling you right now, this is going to happen. And don't be that person to sit there and be defending this company, because you're going to look like an idiot when they lose, because they have no defense. If you think that a company can just walk into a court and say, look, terms of service, and the judge go, oh, okay, that
Makes sense to me.
That makes sense to me. That means you can, in infinity, 5 years later, that's not going to happen.
But a private corporation.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing, is I'm fine with private corporations doing.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I'm fine with companies doing what they need to internally. Things happen. We get that.
But there's a level of trust that we have with you. And
Again,
you have to follow through
reasonable
with it.
estimate.
Yeah, you have to follow through.
You have to. Yeah, exactly. Again, I like Malcolm's thing he said last episode about the jeweler. If I take gold to a jeweler and I want a necklace made, he says, okay, it's going to be 3 months. Well, and then 6 months goes by, nothing. I'm like, oh, okay, well, you say it's double. Yeah. Then I come back in a year, still nothing. 2 years, 3, and then
I just want my gold back. I can make more money in the gold.
At that point, and then he says, no, it says in the fine print, no refunds, no returns. So and what you guys are saying by no, the viewer that disagrees with us, what you're saying is no, that jeweler doesn't have to make the necklace. He can just keep saying, oh, terms of service. Come on. Yeah. That's why I'm saying I don't get why anybody disagree. We all signed up. Again, folks, we're all playing by the same rules here. We all signed the same thing. And they
except for the rich people.
Yeah.
I understand if you pay more for your service.
Exactly. But fine. That's not the issue. We're talking about the lower end services.
I have a huge problem with classism when it comes to these companies.
Yes.
And I'm open about it. I'm open about it. It's not my fault that people are willing to pay money.
Yeah, well, it's also not our fault that we're thrifty.
Because if I was there,
we want to get a fair deal.
I would want to have 2 different systems too. The problem is that you put so much priority over other people that they're getting screwed and they don't have a voice.
But like I said, we understand the priority difference. That's what I want folks to understand.
Yeah,
we understand.
We absolutely do.
But when it starts going to a level of 99% and 0.1%, that's the problem. When it's so lopsided and all the energy, and that's the thing, folks, as the cards come in, 100,000 a day, more and more percentage of that becomes expressed because the word gets out. Yeah. Okay. And as that comes in, they have to they have stated, CGC has stated, they prioritize the faster services. So as more comes in, and they're saying they're having hiring troubles, companies all over the country are. They're not raising their bonuses. So if they're having hiring troubles, giving $1,000, come on, folks, don't be stupid. You see where it's going. It's insurmountable. And if you want to live in this fairy tale land where they could just take your property, charge you for it, and in infinity, because you have to assume it's infinity at this point.
Oh my God.
If you're not sitting there assuming it's infinity, you're naive.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing saying, you're the ones that, if you disagree with this, you're saying they can keep it forever.
Yeah. It would be different if we went into this just blind, but we did our research.
Yeah, we looked at the terms. We looked at everything.
If we were just blindly sending in our cards, then you guys can criticize us all we want. But we followed the rules. We did everything right.
Yeah.
And they're the ones that are breaking the rules.
Yes.
And just rewriting.
And they are
policies.
Yeah. Because they are. Because it's nothing indicated that it was going to, and people might go, what do you mean rewriting policies? There was no indication it was going to go up exponentially. If there was, why didn't they say anything? That is rewriting a policy.
Yeah.
Because now you go, when you submit a card, now it's got all these big things that tells you what packages they're open, how many days. It wasn't like that before.
Well, also with PSA, so if anyone wants to believe that we went to CGC because PSA stopped accepting at the end of March.
Way after we sent ours.
We sent ours at CGC in January.
And December.
Yeah. So PSA, we sent our cards in late October, early November. It just got bad really, really fast.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing is that if it got bad really, really fast, how does it come to December and January and CGC sitting there?
Yeah.
And then people say, they're a new company. No, they're not. They've been around for decades.
Yeah.
They know how grading collectibles works. They know markets. They have analysts there. So don't try to throw it at me. Well, they're a new company. They're trying to work out the kinks. They know. They've been in the collectibles market. I've used them for coins for years. Okay, so don't try to act like this is some, oh, well, they're new and they're figuring it out. No, again, that will not hold up in court because they are an established entity.
And if Amazon gets a hold of this, like you said, I think that's very plausible.
It's the best thing. It's the best thing that could happen.
If Amazon gets a hold of it, then that's your fault.
Yep.
Because I know how much people don't like Amazon.
Yeah.
But if it's CGC's fault and it's the people's fault for keep sending
best
them in.
thing that could happen is Amazon coming in.
Yeah.
Because they're perfectionists. They're going to clean it up. They're going to.
But the worst thing, you're powering Amazon more because that's what we love to do.
All because the customers decided not to call out the company.
Yeah.
That's it. If everybody clamored to them to stop accepting, they would have stopped accepting. But people didn't want to because they were, oh, well, we got to get our cards back. We got to get our cards back. Well, you're not going to get them back anytime soon. I think it'll come to a point where even the express service is going to be taking well over 3 months.
I don't know what that would do to the market if they had Amazon Grading Company, AGC. Oh my God! You know, it's a brilliant idea, but what if there was so many cards that Amazon just took them over because they had no choice? This is all hypothetical. So all the prestige would be in the top 3 of the Beckett, CGC, and PSA, and the Amazon cards are like the trash grading because there's just so much of them. That would suck.
Well,
I'm only drawing that conclusion because if I was looking online, I wouldn't want to buy Amazon graded cards. They don't have any prestige. It would be.
Well, CGC was like that at first. It always takes time for things to get going, but eventually people are gonna. It's gonna be shown.
Can you imagine like millions of cards that are Amazon graded?
I can because like I said,
they're forced into
something's gonna have to happen, Malcolm. Yeah. Something's gonna have to happen.
I would rather get Amazon graded cards back than no cards back.
Well, that's the point. Something's gonna have to happen.
I mean, I would rather get my raw cards back to just sell them again because they've gone up in value.
Oh,
so much.
At this point, that it goes without saying. I mean, at this point, it's ridiculous, and I believe that even when they come to get graded, they're gonna extend it even more. So when it comes to, because still, folks, after 6+ months, all our shipment at CGC says is received. That's it.
Yeah.
So it hasn't even got to anything, nothing. So again, it would be different if they were in a quality control tier. Dude, we probably wouldn't be making this video because we are fear of not getting back and all the stuff started bubbling up and not being able to see our cards. Again, it's money. It's our.
Yeah.
We pit out the money. We're still at PSA. Yeah, we're a little upset PSA, but not really because we didn't put out money there. It sucks, but it is what it is.
Yeah. I can't blame the company for all the business all the demand for their service. But I can blame them for not taking responsibility and halting the submissions.
Yeah, that's the point. People need to understand. We couldn't say what we're saying if they halted the submissions. But when discovery happens, if it does in a lawsuit, and it shows that they were talking about the ramifications of not halting it, and they decide not to, that's where it becomes illegal.
Yeah.
They were notified of the issue, and they took money over the customers. That's the problem, folks. So excuse my language, get your head out of your ass, get in with the program, start standing up for the consumer, because all you're doing right now is standing up for a multi-million-dollar company that's only taking from the customer.
Yeah, they have a massive safe of. I mean, I can't imagine what kind of cards. I wonder what's the most expensive card that's in there. It could be like that Michael Jordan card that sold for like $1 million or whatever.
They don't do sports cards, so CGC doesn't.
Really?
No.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah.
Well,
comic books, right?
But that's the thing is it's a separate department. That's the thing is none of the cards there are you're not gonna send a first edition Charizard through the bulk service. You're not doing that. You go express.
That's what we did. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying for the expensive stuff.
Yeah,
The
but
bulk is typically for mid-grade stuff. But the whole point of bulk is you have a lot of mid-grade add up to a lot. Our submission that we sent in is worth $12,000 plus, if not more now.
Yeah.
So we're talking about nearly probably at this point in value graded $20,000.
that's just the CGC one, huh?
That's just the CGC one.
Yeah, because I'm like, I know we have a ton of money into these.
Oh
cards.
my God, the PSA, it's got. We're talking about it's gone up.
Yeah, and we have zero access to the cards.
Nope.
We knew that sending them in. That's fair, but we're supposed to have them back by now.
Yeah, well, yeah, the CGC ones we were supposed
And
to have them back.
communication is a big deal. Companies need to understand that. Us personally, when we do consignments,
They should have offered.
we're on the phone.
They should offer. They should offer. Best thing that CGC could have done is offer refunds or partial refunds, and then that would have kind of.
Yeah, but they're in the Indiana Jones storage for never to be seen again.
Well, yeah, but offer a partial refund, a 10%, something to ease it, because again, you're just going to get more people like us. And then all you need is somebody like us to have a lawyer friend that's willing to take on the case for nothing and to create class action. And then you're because that's the thing is, folks, this case would get heard.
Do you think that they have airplane hangar full of cards?
Yeah, easily. Not even a question. It's not even a question. 100,000 cards a day.
I wish that we could get video footage of how many cards are there.
I'm sure if you went and looked online, you probably could find something, but I haven't seen
couldn't
it.
find any.
Yeah,
you have
I
to be
mean-
on the ground. You have to on the ground report.
They probably take the phone at this point. They're probably smart and take they tell you to leave your phones. I mean, in your car, and you're searched because they don't want to risk any. Because once they show how much it's just.
Dude, that's like
so,
Fort Knox.
Well, and then also like I guarantee it's literally every day a truckload, a full.
Oh, more truckloads, multiple truckloads
a day.
I think that they probably have more card value than there's gold in Fort Knox.
I mean, you could be right. I mean,
You know, like it would be the ultimate heist. That's what I was saying. Like if somebody, you know.
Oh, it would. It would be the ultimate. Yeah, and that's the thing.
I've only brought that point up so that they can leverage that as a reason why, like, oh, sorry, didn't you get your
Yeah,
funds
we
back?
had a major.
Like, well, how did you
the
get
American greed story
this? Yeah,
of the
how
century.
did you get this $300 million?
Well, you couldn't move that many cards, but then, like I always tell people, eBay is the best masker of wealth because there's so much stolen stuff on eBay. You'd be shocked if you bought a stolen Magic card or Pokemon card. You wouldn't know.
Yeah,
it's not
know.
graded.
It doesn't have a security card.
Exactly. So, folks, to kind of sum it up, get with the program. We're not saying it's 100% sure, but you know what? This is where it's going. This is where it's headed.
Yeah.
And if you don't want it to head there, then you need to tell CGC collectively to stop accepting submissions. If you want to play games, if you want to play stupid games, you're going to get stupid prizes. And that's where CGC's heading. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, CGC, their theme song is going off the rails on the crazy train.
Oh, that is the truth.
Boom.